What's up, you guys, and welcome back to our channel. It is Transparent Tuesday. And your girl got on a little makeup for y'all today. Don't talk about it because I'm trying my best. I am not a makeup artist, and I really just actually started in the whole makeup realm, so I'm still working on it. It does look great on camera, per se, I guess. I know you MUAs, y'all may be able to critique it and all this other kind of stuff, but hey, I'm trying, okay? That's all I can do is give it a try. And today I do not have on my earrings because I actually cannot find them. I have a gold pair of hoops that I always wear. And as a baldie, we should always wear earrings and stuff, is what I've always been told. But sometimes I don't wear earrings. I just go out there with a bald head. Like, you know I'm a woman. Come on, y'all. But nonetheless, you guys, welcome back. And I have a lot to actually talk about today. Let me just start off by saying I am Danielle Bailey. I am a licensed clinical social worker. For those of you who are new, I decided to quit my job and go full-time entrepreneurship. And I wanted to document that journey for a year, and I just wanted to actually inspire others, and just really, because a lot of us have great ideas, we have great businesses, but we are too afraid to actually launch them. So what I decided, me and God, is to create this YouTube channel and just actually show you guys my journey and actually document my journey on how I'm feeling. And like Transparent Tuesdays are really for how I'm truly feeling about the journey. And sometimes on Friday it spills over too, because it's like if I've had a heavy week, I can't just necessarily get on here and just talk about straight up on Friday's private practice. Sometimes I just gotta tell y'all the real, like, this is how I'm feeling, you guys. But so who knows what you may get. I do want to go ahead and put this disclaimer out there. The channel may change, the format of the channel may change a little bit. You may start seeing a little bit more videos, because I want to actually cut the time down. Sometimes my videos are 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and it's like, because I have a lot to say. So I wonder if I put out, and then the analytics are showing that you guys are not watching the full 30 minutes. Some people are, but some people are not. So the analytics are showing that you guys are watching a good, probably about 6 to 15 minutes. And I've actually looked at other YouTube videos and saw the same, that a lot of YouTube videos are not that long. So I need to cut my videos down. So that may mean that I need to get more videos out, actually, than 2 a week, because sometimes I do have a lot to talk about, and I want to make sure you guys actually get all the information and actually hear everything that I have to say. So who knows, the channel may be the channel probably more than likely will be changing, and you may hear me, I'm actually going to start talking more about God. That has been placed upon my heart, and today you're going to actually hear about what changes I have made in my business as well. So sit back, take a load off, go ahead and just listen up to what I have to say. This video is really for entrepreneurs all together, not necessarily just therapists or whomever. Like, just if you want to open up a business, this video is for you, especially if you're a Christian. Let me just go ahead and dive right into it. And today's topic will be making God the CEO of your business. Shout out to Tatum Tamir on Blessed and Bossed Up. She has a whole podcast about making God the CEO of your business. I have been following her for a while, and I really like what she has to say, and sometimes, you know, I adapt it to my own personal business as well. She has a podcast. It comes out every Monday. Like, sis is really on it. I've been following her for a year, and like, I really enjoy her podcast. So, and she talks about how to make God the CEO of your business. And I thought, and we're going into January the 4th, when I actually went full-time in my business, I thought that I was making God the CEO of my business. Until God told me this past weekend, you're not, sis. I'm not the CEO of your business. You are operating on your own strength. So, okay, yeah, you know, God has been dealing with me this past weekend, and when I say one day, God, I mean a couple of days, God just like backhanded me, like, get it together, sis. Like, I mean, just knocked me down completely one day, and I was just like, God, like, oh my God. So let's just go ahead. It all started off when I say this week. What it was this weekend. And so, in case you guys do not know, I accept Medicaid. Let me tell you, this is how I started. I started comparing myself to other agencies, to other people. That is the number one worst mistake that you ever can do, is to compare yourself to others. Do not do that. And I wasn't necessarily comparing myself, but I was wondering, like, a lot of people in this field of, a lot of African Americans that I see in this field of therapy, a lot of them are self-pay clients. Are y'all serious? Get it together, people. I'm sorry, y'all. There's a car outside. But nonetheless, like, they actually, some of the therapists that I hang around, I mean, some of the therapists that I watch, a lot of them are self-pay. And so, I'm just like, how are y'all self-pay? And how are people actually able to afford this $125 that a lot of them charge? And it's just like, how these people, how y'all doing that? Maybe I can make my place self-pay. Maybe I can do this. And, a lot of these people who I follow up north, they do not accept insurance. And some people just doesn't accept insurance, period. And I'm like, how are they able to do that? Like, let me see how I can actually do my agency, my practice like that. And it's like, now I'm taking my practice and trying to fit it into something that I already know that God has not called my practice to be. God called my practice to accept insurance, and not only just to accept insurance, but actually to accept Medicaid and Medicare. And I was just like, God, like, I really don't see too many private practice who are actually out there saying that they accept Medicaid and they accept Medicare, and they're able to actually, like, sustain and live. Like, some of these practices who are self-pay, they in like the 6 figures, like they in the 7 figures. Like, I'm trying to get my practice up there. I need to live too. But these Medicaid payments is not going to help me to live. And so, I have been wrestling with God for the longest. Like, I accept them, but I accept people who with Medicaid, but I didn't understand, like, how am I going to survive, you guys? Like, y'all, if you watch my other videos, y'all can see where I've been talking about how Medicaid, the 5 Bayou Health plans down here in Louisiana, like, they don't want to pay you. Like, they holding up payments. Like, it takes 30 days to actually, get your payments and stuff. Like, I'm just like, God, how am I supposed to live? I'm really just like pouring my heart out to God. Like, come on, God. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm accepting them. I'm helping people because you told me, and that's my thing. I want to provide quality mental health. Like, that is, besides God telling me to accept Medicaid, that is my ultimate goal, is to actually provide quality services to people who are who cannot afford to pay $125, like the lower income people. That is a passion, because I have always, in this whole field of social work that I have always worked for a Medicaid funded agency. I have never worked for anybody else outside of them. So it's like, I see the need, and I know that, and it's just in me to help people, to bring them forward. But I couldn't see, as a provider now, these other agencies that I work for the state. These other agencies was multi-million dollars off of Medicaid. Like, I don't know how they done it, but they done it. And so, it's just like, I was just like, God, I don't see it. Because where I'm at now, your girl, come on. These Medicaid payments is not what it is. It's not sustaining me. So I don't understand how. And I don't see too many people in private practice accepting Medicaid. So, I was kind of resistant, and that's back and forth where I was going with God. And so this weekend, I saw where somebody was saying that they were needing a trauma-informed therapist to provide trauma therapy to a Medicaid patient. And if you guys don't know, training is expensive. I was looking into becoming EMDR because somebody called me about that this weekend. Do you offer EMDR training? I mean therapy. And I was like, no, ma'am, I'm not certified in EMDR. Like, y'all, off the rip, I've seen one training, it's $1,200. Not just for the training, not to include the consultation fees that you actually have to pay that are $100 a pop minimum. And I'm just like, wow. Like, how can you want to be informed, you want to be up to date on the latest and greatest training, but how can you really do that on Medicaid payments only? And so I'm just like, God, like how can I actually provide, go to get certified, go to get all these, and then people want they want you to have all these certifications. And it's like, who's paying for these certifications? If y'all know, help me out. If y'all know of some grants or whatever, help a sister out. Let me know. And so I'm just like, I'm going back and forth. Like, I picked up my phone to text my therapist group of people like y'all, like I'm just trying to vent, trying to get an understanding and stuff like that. And so, God, before I can text, God had them backhanded your girl. Boom. Just knocked me down. And some of the stuff that he told me, he was just like, you are going to provide quality services to Medicaid recipients. Stop questioning me. Yep. He did. You gonna provide quality Medicaid services. Quality services to Medicaid people, and you gonna stop questioning me. All right, Jesus. Me and Jesus got this relationship, like, I'm hood, in my hearts of hearts. Like, he had to talk to me like that. Like, I'm not this talk to me in a parable kind of girl, because it's just like, it's not going to register. But when you talk to me like that, knock me down, get me together. He said some other stuff too, just got me all together, okay? I said, okay, Jesus, you know what? I'm not going to question it anymore. I'm just going to do what you told me to do. And he told me, he was like, these trainings that you want to go to, don't worry about it. I shall provide. I said, you know what? All right. Put my hands up, and I was just like, you got that, Jesus. Whatever you do, I'm following. And so that was Sunday. That was Sunday when he did that. And so on Monday, I was talking to my prayer partner. So this is how you're making God the CEO of your business, by the way. So I was talking to my prayer partner, and I was just telling her, like, we pray on Monday. She prayed one Monday, and I prayed next Monday. So it was her Monday to pray. So while she was praying, she was like, anything that you want me to pray for specifically? I cannot say that word. But I was like, no, not really. I'm good. Like, I don't have anything coming up this week or nothing. So she's praying. And so afterwards, I was like, girl, let me tell you about how, before I go to her, like that had on Saturday, I was feeling like I was just in my spirit, just really just thinking, and God has really been working on me, you guys. And so I'm just in my prayer time, and I'm just like, okay, God, like I don't work, or I work for myself full time. Entrepreneurship to me, I thought was I supposed to experience freedom. And right now, I don't feel freedom. I feel trapped. I feel stuck. That was Saturday. I was like, I feel trapped. I feel stuck. Like, this is not freedom. This is not what I anticipated it to be. And so in my time, I was like, I was supposed to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Before I went full time, this was my schedule in my brain. Go 5 o'clock in the morning, wake up, pray, have your time with God. 6 to 7, 5 to 6, pray. Prayer time with God. 6 to 7, I was going to go work out. 7 to 8, I was going to get dressed, be in the office no later than 8:30. That was my goal. However, I have not done any of that. And so, like, I was just thinking on Saturday, like, I haven't been able to do any of that because I work late. I work to 8 or 9 o'clock. And so it was just like, really change your schedule. Like, you have to change from waking up you think you're going to wake up at 5 o'clock and do all of this because you're not getting off. Like, I don't get off sometime until I don't leave the office. I might get off I might see my last patient at about 8 o'clock, 7. The last patient at 7, and I may finish up with them about 8 o'clock, and it all depends on what else I have to do in the office. So I might not leave the office till 9 o'clock. So I'm tired, and I'm not necessarily so it's so much going on. And then I wake up in the middle of the night too as well. Like I have insomnia. And so it's like me getting up at 5 o'clock was so unrealistic. And so it was just like, it just felt my spirit to change your schedule. Change your schedule. You can do that because your clients does not come. It was like, make it to the office by 10. Because my clients really don't start showing up until the afternoon. Make it to the office by 10. Do the necessary paperwork before the insurance companies close first. And then you schedule everything else up under them. So I was like, okay, so that came up in my spirit. Change your schedule. Then next come up, Sunday when God had knocked me down about stop questioning him about Medicaid. And so Monday comes, and I was talking to my prayer partner. She prayed, and so I was just telling her, I was like, girl, let me tell you what God did to me. I'm like giving her the tea. And then I started telling her about my schedule, and I was like, I have to change my schedule now. And so she goes on to say, she was like, Danielle, she was like, you missing it. And I'm like, what I'm missing, sis? Because I done told her about the whole Medicaid thing too. And I'm venting. She was like, you missing your invitation. And she was like, better yet, you sleeping through your invitation. And I was like, whoa, what you mean, Danielle? Her name is Danielle. Danielle and Danielle, right? And so I was like, what you mean? She was like, your prayer time with God is how God is going to tell you how he's going to make up for the lack in your Medicaid payments. She was like, and you sleeping through that time. Y'all, like when I tell you, that hit me like a ton of bricks. She was like, you missing your invitation to the party. She was like, he's going to tell you during your prayer time and during your workout time how he's going to implement different streams of income in your practice, but you're sleeping through it. Yes, that's all I can do. When she said that, like, it was like so profound for me, because I now understand why I'm struggling, why I'm wrestling. Okay, I understand now why I'm wrestling with this whole Medicaid thing, because I don't see the other streams of income coming in, because I'm missing it. I'm missing it in my time with God when I do not start the day with him. And that was supposed to be my goal, to start my day with him, and he tell me what to do that day. But what I was doing was getting up in the morning time, working in my own strength, working on my own knowledge, and I wasn't getting anywhere. So I said, Monday, I'm done. I see now, God, I got to have my business meeting. And so she was like, you got to have a business meeting with God. Your day should start off with your business meeting with God and then go on. So that's what I did. On my schedule now, I have a business meeting with God at 9 a.m. every morning. From 9 to 10, I have a business meeting with God. And the reason why I say business meeting is because that's something that I won't be late for. Like, I need that prayer time. That prayer time is business. I need that prayer time to pray. I need the prayer time to seek him. I need him to show me which way. I need him to be the CEO of this business and me not. So I have a business meeting with God every morning at 9 o'clock. I sit down, I pray, I read scriptures, I pray for other people. And yet, and I know you might be like, Danielle, what you business meeting with God? Like, I pray for other people. I pray for my friends. I pray for their business. If there's a prayer request, I pray for people during that time. And God usually shows me during that time. He'll tell me, if it's just me needing to pray for other people, for others. Cool. I pray for my clients during that time too. So it's just like, I've done it for like the last 2 days, and I can honestly say that I have saw a difference. I'm not going to lie. I've saw a difference in my business. God has given me great ideas. And mind you guys, the ideas that God gives me, they're late at night, Or either, see, this is why I was failing at waking up at 5 o'clock. Sometimes God will wake me up out my sleep and tell me some stuff. And so, or either, yeah, he'll wake me out of my sleep and tell me some stuff, and I'll just write it down. But then I'm going back and forth, so my brain is just running. So God will wake me up sometime at 2 o'clock, and it'd be 2 to 4. But now I gotta get up at 5. So that's why the whole schedule thing wasn't working for me. The whole waking up at 5 to 6 and all that. That worked for other people, but not for me. So, like the last 2 days, no lie, God has given me great stuff to work with, great ideas. And with these great ideas, I wanted to one idea for sure, and God had to tell me again. God is really working on me. First of all, I want to say that I feel this whole year of 2019. I asked one of my friends. I'm in a group of friends, and we pulled names. And she was like, for Christmas, what do you want for Christmas? I told her to give me some journals, because I just feel like God is going to have me to write a lot this year. And honestly, it's the truth. I have been writing a lot, and so I just feel like God just wants me to write this stuff. So buy me journals, and she done it. She got me some journals, and she this journal right here, can you see it? The 5-minute gratitude journal. I needed to work on my gratitude and stuff like that. So I started off with that, and I have some more stuff. I can't find my other journal, but like I'm really writing, and God is really talking to me, and we're communicating and stuff like that. And like this gratitude journal, I will say this: God is also asking me to do things. He's working on me personally, and He's working on me inward to outward. So yes, and with making God the CEO and all of this other great stuff, He's going to have you doing things that that you're going to be like, hold up, God, I don't know, like bring it back down some. And so this Monday, He had me do something that I was just like, hold up, God, wait a minute now. Like, you want me to do what? This is your first try. I'm trying to turn over this business to you, and you want me to do what? Come on, God. And I'm just like, okay. So then I called my prayer partner. I was like, look, God, this is what God told me to do. And like, mind you, she was like, well, God told you to do it. And she was like, I'm pretty sure He told you. You need to get to doing this, sis. So, I did exactly what He told me to do. And it worked out. It worked out. Okay? It worked out. Like, I didn't want to do it because from emotion standpoint, didn't want to do it. No. But in the end, it worked out. So God has me doing this other. God gave me a great idea. And I'm not sure if I can share it yet with you guys, but I'll probably share it with you next week for sure, if not this week. But the ideas that God had gave me, I was just like, oh my God, like, how am I supposed to carry this idea out? Like, it has already, that idea, when it first birthed into me about a couple of weeks ago, it was on a smaller scale. But God was like, no, I want you to do it on this magnitude. I want you to invite all these other people. And not only do I want you to invite all these other people, but I also want you to invite people statewide. First of all, I was like, God, your girl don't know that many people around the state. So how am I supposed to do something and let it be statewide? Like, where are these people? Like, who gonna find this? Like, I'm just like, God, who first of all, where's funding coming from? Because your girl ain't got no money. I'm just saying, like, the magnitude of what He wants me to do, it's gonna be easily a minimum of $1,500. Last time I checked, Freedom Therapy ain't got no check for no $1,500. We got a little money in the bank now, but they gotta sustain us, and I still gotta pay my personal bills. Like, so where is what is money coming from? You want me to do what? Where these people coming from? Like, for me with the finances, because of who I am, I can finagle the finances. That'll be easy for me to get the finances and stuff like that to fund this or whatever. Like, I'll just take it out of my personal pocket or whatever. But I necessarily can't do that. But when you start saying that you want people statewide, that begins to be the challenge for me. Like, how am I going to get these people to come? Like, yeah, I'm personal share. I don't even like having birthday parties because I'm afraid people won't show up. So, how do you want me to throw an event statewide? How you gonna do an event with me statewide? And I'm just like, oh, okay, I don't understand. But you know, one thing that I am going to do, I am going to fast and pray about it. That's one thing that I am going to do, is fast and pray and allow God to actually show me what to do and how to do it. And so then I was like, I was like, I don't want to tell anybody because somebody might steal my idea, blah, blah, this, I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm just going to tell my close friends. Like, I didn't even tell all my close friends. I only told like one or two. I'm not going to tell anybody because I don't want nobody to steal my ideas and stuff like that. And God was just like, here we go. This ain't even your idea. It's mine. It's my vision. And I can get anybody to orchestrate it who I want to orchestrate it. So don't you worry about it. Like, when I tell y'all, I was like, okay, I got you, God. So I want to tell y'all this, who are afraid to actually share your ideas. If God has given you that idea, trust and believe that what he wants you to do and the people who he wants you to reach and how he wants you to carry it out, trust is going to be carried out. Don't worry about if anybody else wants to have your idea. Because first place, it ain't even your idea. It's God's idea. And I was just like, okay, you know what? I ain't going to even worry about it. It is God's idea. It is his vision. And I tell people all the time, if God has given you a vision, he will make the provision to make the vision come to life. He will bring the people. And that's what my prayer is, God, to God. Like, first of all, help me with this funding. Show me where the funding is going to come from. Not only show me where the funding is going to come from, show me the audience. How am I going to get this information out there to the audience? I know that you're going to bring the audience, but how do I get the information out there to the audience? So it's just like, y'all, when I want to make sure I book the venue before I actually come on here and tell you guys what it is. Book the venue, get a flyer for it made, and I'm just moving. And like, I'm scared as I'll get out. So I want to tell you guys that who are afraid to do what you actually want to do. If you want to open up that business, if you want to do such and such, do it. Even if you are afraid or whatever, still do it. A lot of people say that they are proud of me. A lot of people are like, you encourage me to, and I'm just so proud of you. You inspire me. And if only you knew how I operate. A lot of time I'm operating, leaning and depending on God. I'm operating and I'm scared, God, but I'm going to push through this fear. I'm going to push through it because you told me to do it. And that's how I'm operating. And that's how you have to operate too. Stop allowing fear to hold you back. You're not going to know everything. I don't know everything. You're going to mess up. Okay? You're going to fail at some stuff. But those are learning opportunities, and you may even struggle. That's one thing that I myself am really afraid of, and that is struggling. Okay? But I already know that it's already worked out. That's what I have to keep telling myself. That's why I'm staying in the word. That's why I'm surrounding myself with people who can encourage me, who can speak a word into me, who can pray for me when I need to be prayed for, when I cannot seem to pray for myself. Pray to God. I will say this, if you have not started yet and you really want to start your own business, I suggest that you pray to God first about it, and then pray to God to ask you to surround you with people who understands, who can motivate you, and who can uplift you. And that is not necessarily just your friend group. I have a group of friends and I love them to death. But I needed people outside of that group of friends. I needed people who actually understood what I was going through. I needed other entrepreneurs who was trying to do the same thing, and God provided. I'm not going to lie. God provided. And I kept praying. I was just like, God, I need, because like my group of friends, like, yeah, they think, like they encouraging me, but sometimes you don't want to burden them with everything that you got going on personally. And you feel like you oversharing, like it's always about you. But if you go to this other group who understands, it's not that you oversharing. It's like, big dog, we embrace you. Come on, we get it, we understand, and they can even probably give you an example of how they was actually able to overcome it. So I have a therapist group that I'm involved. These are 3 other ladies, and I also have my prayer partner, Danielle, and my circle is actually going to grow. It's actually going to grow, you guys. So that's all I have for this week. I know that I said that I was going to try to cut these videos down, but honestly, I couldn't cut this one down. It's probably going to be one of my longest videos. But I am, I am going to do a podcast, you guys. So, maybe you can do this on, you can listen to it on the podcasts and stuff like that, because podcasts seem to be longer than YouTube videos or whatever. So maybe I might need to do this on a podcast, but I'm still going to have my YouTube channel up together too. So again, the content for this channel probably will change, and the structure will change for the upcoming and stuff. But just bear with me. Be patient with me as I learn this whole YouTube thing, as I learn how to be an entrepreneur and all of this other kind of stuff. All right, you guys, if you made it to the end of this video, clap it up for yourself, clap it up for yourself, clap it up for yourself. Yes, clap it up for yourself. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys later. Bye, later, holla. I'ma see y'all on Friday. Go Friday. Go Friday. Hey, go Friday. Go Friday. Hey. Bye, y'all.